Hello everybody, welcome back to the XsivGaming channel. I'm of course the XsivPlayer, and today we are up to episode number 7 of Cooking with Henry. This is of course a short series where we are showing you all the various cooking recipes etc. throughout this series of course. But before we get started, if you could quickly drop us a like on today's video, it would be very much appreciated. And of course if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. So today, episode number 7, what are we cooking today? Well, today we are not actually going to do any cooking, but we are going to show you an excellent dish that is very handy to produce as early on as you can in the game, and that of course is going to be involving the dryers. These are of course dried apple slices, which again are incredibly handy to prepare. Very useful as well. Pick all of those up there we go. So we've got absolutely loads of those and still a couple more being produced. So yeah, you will of course need your apples. Of course we have got our apple trees here, which we can of course harvest because they are now ready. Got 4 apple trees there that are all ready to go. From them we get of course apples and the aroma apple as well. So you get quite a lot of apples from the trees of course. Now as I say, you will need a drying rack. I believe that's what it's described as, a drying rack. And to create one of those you will of course need to just come over to the workbench, and of course I believe it's in this one with the cog. Head on down, somewhere here. No, it's not here. That's typical. Next one then. There we go. The one with the chair. Yeah, you will of course need the drying rack. Now you will need 6 bronze pipes to produce one of these drying racks. If you want to sell the drying rack, of course, it is 252 coins per one that you sell, and as I say, you will of course need 6 copper pipe to produce one of those. Once you've got those produced, as I say, you can place it down, and of course click on the craft button. Now you've got the various things you can of course dry. You can dry the apricots etc, dried bladefish, nori, but we are of course doing the dried apple slices is what we are doing. We are either producing the dried apple slice times 5, which is of course using the aroma apple, or you can use the dried apple slice, which will only give you 1, and that will of course use the apples. So it doesn't matter which one you actually do, depending on what you've got the most of at the time. But there we go, we'll put those on there, and that will be that drying away. It does take some time to of course produce them, but as I say, it is a very handy dish to be having, especially early on in the game. It's fairly accessible to build these as we say early on in the game, as well as it only needs 6 bronze pipes, as we say, real easy to get hold of, especially once you've started upgrading various bits and pieces. But there we go, as I say, they do restore a good chunk of stamina per portion. I believe it is about, off the top of my head now, yeah, 10% of your max stamina. So where we've got the max stamina at the moment is 540, we would get 54 stamina each one that we consume. And again, if you're of course busy mining and spending a day mining, then it is an incredibly useful resource. So all you need to do, click on the crafting. As I say, if you've got the dried apple slices from the aroma apples, or you've got the standard dried apple slices from the normal apples, put those on, and then that will of course start producing, which again is incredibly useful, as we say. So yeah, there we go. So today, episode number 7 was of course the dried apple slice from the apple trees, as you can see there. But for today, as we say, that is going to be it for, as I say, episode number 7. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one, and hope this video has been used to you. If it has, remember of course to drop us a like on today's video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you are new, and if of course you could share today's video with family and friends or anybody else you think may enjoy, it would also be very much appreciated. But like we say, that is going to be it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.